Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs.
It's coming now.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
47. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good. 46. Sway. Switch it back.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Switch it back.
Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. Gonna let one fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There we go.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
46. Here we go. 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive play.
And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This is Howard on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Trubisky on first down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Play action. It's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's coming now. Hey, switch. Done. Switch is
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
Here we go, 47. Done. 26.
On second down, Prescott again. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
26.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Jonathan Bullard able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we go. 26.
Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
26.
From the red zone now, Prescott stepping up. He'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. He juked it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, 1st half, you still got a chance.
And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL And the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
To throw is Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They go play action with Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. 3rd down here. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Come on, gotta go.
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The give is to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott, and he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001.
Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Look. Red, talk.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let... And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well.
And, my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are in for 6. Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that is incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Look.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll give to Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Bears will get the football back. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here.
It's caught inside the 25.
Come on, gotta go.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
47.
On second down, Elliott gets around him. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Danny Trevathan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Bears will get the football back. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.